Hey America! Welcome to Cleveland. My name's Joey Chestnut, world champion competitive eater and world champion toilet clogger. We're here in Cleveland, Ohio, where I'll be attempting to eat 100 homemade pierogies at this legendary Lake Erie institution. The Polish homestyle eatery, Sokolowski's, situated in the up-and-coming neighborhood of Tremont. And by up-and-coming, I mean someone is probably coming up behind you to club you over the head and take your wallet. I'm joined here by a panel of my celebrity friends and fellow foodies. How's it going, Martha Stewart? Are you excited for the Polish grub?
Oh, but of course, Joseph. You wouldn't think it with me being rich and able to follow a recipe. Do any of you want to hear about my latest adventures with my good friend Snoop Dogg?
Well, they're probably not as exciting as my latest expedition into the highlands of Papua New Guinea to eat the entrails of monkeys that belong to vegetarians prepared in a broth of dolphin blowhole juice by a mystical street corner shaman who, like myself, only listens to the Ramones because all other bands suck, and I hate vegetarians.
Wow, Bourdain, you're a little intense. Why don't you take one of my patented goop-scented candles and go have a little quiet time to center yourself?
Are those the candles that smell like your vajayhole, Gwyneth? No thanks. The dolphin blowhole broth smells less rancid than that. Say, it's my fellow TV chef, Pioneer Woman. Have you ever tried any food from south of the equator, you gingham-clad backcountry Karen?
Oh, why heavens to Betsy! Of course I have. I've had fried chicken empanadas, I've had country gravy faux soup, and buttermilk barbecue fish heads. They're all part of my new Pioneer Woman menu at the Cracker Barrel at the United Nations. It's like Epcot, but down home and traditional.
I don't know what any of that means, but I'd eat all of it. So anyhow, I can't wait to dig into these 100 homemade pierogies. Anybody else gonna have some? How about you, Cleveland's own Tom Hanks? Here's the thing. I don't know why people always say that. I'm not from here. I spent a couple weeks here when my car broke down on the way out to LA from Broadway, where I starred in Death of a Salesman.
Death of a Salesman? Is that about Billy Mays or that Time to Make the Donuts guy?
Jesus Christ, you're such a bimbo, Gwyneth. But then what do you expect from someone who would marry the guy from Coldplay? The most un-Ramonesy band ever.
Speaking of Jesus, look how we're all seated at this table. We look like Jesus and his apostles. My friend Snoop Dogg has a terrific story about his neighborhood black church in South Central, where I now lead the gospel choir whenever I visit him, which is very often.
Yeah, we get it, Martha. I was told I was invited here to throw out the first pitch at the baseball game, not watch some freak stuff his face full of dough and potato, which I had to do to fatten up for League of Their Own.
Oh my gosh, I love that movie. There's no crying in baseball. If you build it, they will come. Wild Thing. You're killing me, Smalls.
I think you're conflating like 9 baseball movies there, Pioneer Woman. But then no one ever accused you of being smart or even literate. Now, who's this old guy sleeping down here at the end of the table? Hey, old guy, wake up! Huh? What? What's all the racket? I was dreaming about my favorite food from Amish country, liver and onions. Ooh, organ meat. I like your style, old-timer. Not like Betty Cracker here, or Goopy Gwyneth Salad Brain. These cul-de-sac Costco zombies, they don't go to the places I go to eat. Like the 9th Ward in New Orleans, the 38th parallel separating North and South Korea, or the original CBGB's that was located in the restroom of the 7-Eleven on 2nd Avenue where I used to score smack and chase it with rhino jerky from Chinatown. Ha! What? That guy put me to sleep again. Anyhow, my name is Grandpa, of Grandpa's Cheese Barn, that place off the freeway on the way to Columbus, where you stop and get cheese, just to break up the monotony of the Ohio landscape. And when are they serving the liver, anyhow?
Oh, we're not having liver tonight, Mr. Grandpa. We're having authentic, homemade Eastern European fare mushroom, soup, kielbasa, Schnitzel, Spatzel, Spitzer, Swiffers, Stroopwafel, Soft Pretzel, Schmutzes, and Schlitz to wash it down.
Jesus, Martha, say it, don't spray it. Look, I don't have time for an eating contest. I'm a very busy Hollywood star, and I'm not even from here. Oh, come on, Mr. Hanks. Hang out for a minute. You've got plenty of time to go make more horrible movies about old-timey white guys who seem bad but turn out to be noble. Speaking of which, you know I ate 12 boxes of chocolates after I saw Forrest Gump? The toilet was very angry at me after that one.
That reminds me, I had to imagine I ate chocolate to pretend to be that plus-size girl in Shallow Hal, as if I would ever eat a chocolate. I would be way too full to do spread eagle vajay tanning yoga, which I do for health reasons.
A vajay? What's that? Is that the new model from Studebaker? I do need a new car. My Model T is getting a bit rusty in this Western Reserve snow.
Western Reserve? Oh, honey, that was back in like the 1700s. This place has been called Ohio for nearly 200 years. I love Ohio, by the way. Sales of my crappy merchandise at the Walmarts are skyrocketing here. Crock pots, sweet tea, champagne flutes with NASCAR logos, and camouflage French press with matching rebel flag gravy boats.
Wow! You mean people really buy that stuff? I thought only my idiot son, Chet Hanks, was dumb enough to buy crap like that as anniversary gifts to me and my wife Rita with our credit card. Oh great, that's him calling to borrow more money.
Well, you don't have to tell me about selling merch. On top of my magazine, my housewares, and my chiaroscuro charcoal drawings I made while in jail, I have my clothing capsule collection collab with my friend Snoop. We combine the upper crusty Hamptons vibe of a Vineyard Vines sweater vest with Snoop's inner city aesthetic. Why, just look at my nautical-themed velour G-string.
Whoa, Martha! I haven't seen two hams that pale and saggy since I ate fermented moose ass cheeks with an Icelandic witch doctor who practices Wim Hof inside of volcanoes. Does anybody know what this dude's talking about? He sounds like one of those people who only reads books and doesn't own a TV, even though he's on TV. We all have that pretentious asshole friend. Speaking of assholes, which is what hot dogs are made of, I can't wait till this year's hot dog eating contest. I'm gonna set a new record.
Oh, I'll be there, Joey. I love Coney Island. The Scrambler, the Boardwalk, the High Diving Horse. Those are all incidentally nude yoga positions I do while typing out my lifestyle blog.
Nude yogurt? That's our top-selling yogurt variety at the Cheese Barn. Free of all additives, hormones, and byproducts, and manufactured in a simple down-home artisanal Amish puppy mill. Speaking of down-home, where's Michael Simon? I shot him an invite. You think of all people he'd be here. Hey, waitress, have you seen Michael Simon?
Are you kidding? He hasn't been here in years. All his restaurants closed. His line of bone marrow microwave meals were discontinued, and I think he moved to Transylvania where dudes who look like a bat boy are considered good looking and not hideous goblins. Plus, I think he died in a sketch last summer. By the way, I have a message for you, Mr. Chestnut. Here you go. Oh, and I'll go fetch those 100 homemade pierogi.
Huh. Wow. I really do feel like I'm at the Last Supper. This message says, one of you will betray me. I assume that's Gwyneth since you have the least amount of integrity of anyone at the table.
Guilty as charged. Betrayal is my best-selling candle fragrance.
And this one says, one of you will deny me. What could that mean?
Oh, that would be me. I've been told by management that we'll have to deny you access to our restroom after you eat these 100 pierogi. We can't afford that plumbing bill.
Ah, the food has arrived. Hey, wait, where are the seaweed pierogi? My roasted coyote testicle kielbasi? And side order of black tar heroin I ordered.
Yeah, we don't make any of that here. And if you wanted heroin, you're gonna have to wait outside of Machine Gun Kelly's 27 Club with the rest of society's worst people. Any sour cream or applesauce, Mr. Chestnut?
You can slide those over to Grandpa. I don't think he eats solid food anymore. Alright, I'm about to do this. 100 doughy, chewy, molding clay thick homemade pierogies. Any words of encouragement from my crew?
Well, I just Snapchatted with Snoop Dogg, and he wishes you good luck, Joey. He's always asking me for nudes. Haha.
Okay, TMI, Martha. Anyhow, even though I didn't want to be here and I tried to drink heavily to block out of my mind the short time I spent here in Cleveland, I am sort of having a good time, especially watching Pioneer Woman trim her toenails at the table. This is just a wild scene. As I said to Lieutenant Dan in Forrest Gump, and to Denzel Washington in Philadelphia, get her done.
That was so nice, Tom. As his acting peer, I second that notion.
Acting peer?
Anyway, Joey, even though I would never eat a pierogi in a million years because of the carbs, dairy, and non-waspy ethnic origins, I wish you success. Namaste.
Oh, well, I'm just glad you're having homemade pierogies and not that trash Mrs. T's. Mrs. T's is just corporate, non-authentic suburban sludge. It's for the type of person who would rather sit comfortably in their boring house that's not a seedy hotel next to a Hell's Kitchen bodega, parked in front of their TV watching rom-coms instead of traveling Southeast Asia in search of the most authentic orangutan penis stew. Or some completely lame-brained vegetarian who doesn't get enough protein to stand upright at a DIY punk show on the Lower East Side. Homemade pierogies are like the Ramones of comfort food.
What the fuck are you talking about, you pretentious asshole? It's just food. It goes in one end and comes out the other. Speaking of which, I think Grandpa has processed his applesauce.
Huh? Where am I? Did I die and go to heaven? Oh no, Bourdain's here. Must be the other place.
Well, Joey, you know what they say out in my neck of the woods. Out in Oklahoma, they say the man who eats 2 bushels of corn makes 2 bushels of corn. It's an old Cherokee expression. I know because a lot of them work at my sweatshop. I mean, farmer's market.
Yeah, thanks, guys. I think. Well, here goes. Homemade pierogi number 1. Oh, help! I need water. Yeah, it's so thick, like silly putty. I can't even swallow it. Quick, I need the Heimlich maneuver. I'm choking.
Mr. Chestnut, hello? I'm gonna take his pulse. Oh my God, he's dead. Choked to death on his first homemade pierogi. Is anyone going to pay for all those pierogi?
Quick, everybody, onto my private jet. We're out of here. Tony, Gwyneth, Martha, Pioneer Woman, let's beat it.
Grandpa? Are you awake? Would you like any of these pierogi?
Huh? What? Oh yeah, slide those over here. I'll just gnaw on them with my gums. This might take a few days. Say, young lady, have you ever been to the cheese barn? I can get you into the VIP area. It's where we keep the good stuff. Craft singles.
Oh, VIP? I'm there, old man. Let's get out of this overrated dump.
I'm not quite dead yet. I managed to swallow a bit. It was very gluey, but I did it. I'm getting better. Can anyone help me? Gwyneth? Tom? Reverend Angley? Sheep Lady? Pope Francis? Anybody?